I'm Enrique Latoison. This video is brought to you by Commentary Creations, your 3-minute lawyer. Today we're going to talk about Bryan Kohberger. The guy's been accused of 4 counts of first-degree murder out in Idaho for those murders that took place with those 4 college students. This is probably the first of a couple videos we're going to do. This is a current news edition. So let's start with what's going on right now. So here we have this clown, I'll call him a clown, who is supposedly studying his doctorate for criminology in college, but yet is accused of committing this heinous murders and probably making some of the dumbest mistakes that you probably ever could do, especially for somebody that's supposed to be studying criminology. You would think one who's trying to pull off and be some sort of future serial killer or whatever he's trying to do would probably not be so stupid. So let's talk about this. The police have a lot of evidence in this case so far. They kind of have what I would like to say the big 3 or the big 4. First of all, they got forensics, okay? They have DNA on a knife sheath, which is what holds the knife, that was inside of the residence where these poor people were murdered, and that DNA comes back to Mr. Kohberger. Number 2, they have cell phone tracking stuff, and when you look at that, I always try to remind people as a defense attorney, I tell people, as an American citizen, you're basically walking around with a tracking device all day, every day. The government at any point in time could see where you were, what you were doing, what you were searching for, and things of that nature. And even in this case where it looks like Mr. Kohberger may have turned off his phone for a couple hours, the absence of your phone being on and going off in the middle of the night and then coming back on real early in the morning also kind of looks suspicious. And then we're going to talk about eyewitness testimony, which kind of goes with a little video surveillance here. The eyewitness testimony in this case is that one of the roommates who survived saw someone with bushy eyebrows and someone that was tall, which was consistent with the description of Mr. Kohberger. Plus there's cameras of this white Hyundai going in and out of the neighborhood and going around that area. When you put those things together, there really seems to be a lot of bad facts against Mr. Kohberger here. Now, Idaho believes in the death penalty, and they have a death penalty. And I think, I'm predicting this case down the road will lead to probably either a guilty plea or some sort of plea where he is trying to spare himself from the death penalty. Now, there is a gag order going on in the case right now, so the prosecutors haven't been able to tell us everything. Now, I will say as a defense attorney, there are a couple things that do give me a little pause. That's probably the defense attorney side of me. Number 1, you would think a bloody crime like this, there would be blood and DNA of those victims all over the interior of his car. We've heard nothing about this. You would think it would be all over the interior of his house. They do say there's something about a pillow that might have some staining on it, but they have not said that there's DNA from those victims. So I would expect the prosecution to come out with some more evidence later, because right now there isn't any DNA blood evidence. Unless he walked in there with a plastic suit covered from top to bottom, he still had to get in his car and still drive that car. You would think, just like O.J. Simpson, that there would be blood from the victims within the car. So those are some things still to come out. Preliminary hearing is not till June. I actually have a video on preliminary hearings for Pennsylvania, so you can check that out to see what a preliminary hearing is to try to get a general idea of what's going to take place in Idaho. This is one of a lot of videos covering the subject. Enrique Latoison, your 3-minute lawyer. Thank you.